Hello, I am Quinny. Welcome to the channel, guys. In this video today, we have got a super exciting topic to be going through. I'm going to be putting together what I believe is the best bang for buck MLS under 23 stack we can get on Sorare. I've been watching MLS really closely over the last couple of years. I've been following the league for probably closer to 10-15 years, but over the last couple of seasons I've been watching it with an even closer eye to detail, and I just feel that some of these guys are ready to explode. We've already seen little green shoots of progress, and I just feel that this stack at the moment, the way it's priced in the market at the moment, is very undervalued. And as soon as these green shoots turn into plants and trees and becomes a big forest of success and big green shoots everywhere, then subsequently they're going to be breeding a lot of success on the SO5 leaderboards. On the channel through June, we're going to be covering MLS much more extensively, building up to Rivalry Week on the 8th of July. If you want to get involved in Sorare, there's a link in the description in this video that will get you a free Tier 2 MLS card once you sign up and buy 5 from the market. I hope you enjoy this one, guys. At any point in the video today, if you laugh, you learn, you like something or whatever, please do like and subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and let's get stuck into it. If you could hit the subscribe button, I do daily global football content, everything from Wonder Kids and Rising Star Managers to fantasy football and watch-alongs. That will also automatically enter you into my April giveaway. This month, I'm giving away a rare under-23 midfielder, Luciano Ferreira of Rosario Central, and 2 limited goalkeepers. If you want to stick around to the end of the video, we'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, we're going to use the concepts feature on Sorare Data. If you are just starting out on Sorare, Sorare Data is going to be your best friend. They have a YouTube channel as well. That'll also be linked in the description of this video down below. But we're going to be using their concepts feature, okay? You can go on to Sorare Data, and I'll just show you exactly what it is here. You hit Scout, Concepts, and then we can build any team we can possibly think about, and it will show you their historical scores, how much they cost. It just helps you kind of weigh up the formation of the team you're looking to build. Now, when it comes to goalkeepers that qualify for under 23 in MLS, it is a bit of a, as we say in Scotland, a bag of jaggies. There's lots of different things going on here, lots of different profiles. Now, one thing to bear in mind, at a point of recording, this is the 13th of June, okay? Once we get to the 1st of July, all these guys that are 24 won't be eligible to play under 23s. So, Martin Pies, Mason Stardoer, if I say his name, Drake Callender, who's got a massive fan club at the moment on Sorare. I'm just seeing if anyone else jumps and grabs my eye. But all these, those guys that I just mentioned, they will be too old. They won't be able to be in under 23 competition anymore. And as I scroll through this list, you'll see a lot of guys like Roman Celentano, who has had a great little portion of the season. The last time I checked, I don't think Alex Can is that far away, or Alec Can I should say. I don't think he's that far away from returning to training. So even though at his price at the moment, 0.1 Ethereum, is very appealing, his stay in the team might be quite short-lived. We then have Thomas Hassel, who has a broken finger. We don't really know when he's going to be back, but Cody Cropper, the backup goalkeeper who's covering for him at the moment, is doing pretty well, so it's kind of hard to imagine that he gets instantly fit and gets instantly back into the team. And then we have Gabriel Slonina is probably the marquee selection here, really. He's miles under the age threshold. He is at least double the price of anyone else. And, you know, with the transfer links that we've seen come out for him, it's a wee bit tentative, because if there isn't a loan back option and someone's going to buy him this summer and integrate him into a new first team this summer, then he is going to be bench fodder. So it's really hard to pick out a distinct, like, this will happen and that will happen. Most of the noises that I've heard around Slonina is that he will at least finish this current MLS season with Chicago, and just because he is undisputed at number 1 as well on top of that, you know, I think for where we're at this point in time, he's the only selection that's kind of worth noting. But bear in mind, if you are up for a wee bit more speculation, then you can definitely go on a Thomas Hassel, because he is the number 1 of Vancouver, and Cody Cropper's form, although it looks good now, that might diminish. And, you know, like, Thomas Hassel has been selected as the club number 1 goalkeeper for a reason. So there's some speculation there, and, you know, depending on where you sit, that's something you could go for. Matt Freese will be playing for Philly whenever Andre Blake goes into international duty, so even that intermittent utility might be useful to you, as well as maybe Rocco Rios Novo, although Atlanta are constantly linked to new goalkeepers, and the word is that Barad Guzan will be back in training for January 2023, so the Atlanta goalkeeper situation is probably something you want to stay away from. But Celentano, you know, even for his price, he's definitely worth consideration as well, if you think he's going to keep the number 1 job, which, you know, Alec Can's got a bit of a cult following at the moment. Now, for the rest of this team, it's going to follow a very distinct pattern, okay, because I know how this team is going to be built already, but when it comes to defenders, again, we need to be careful for these guys that are going to age out over the age of 23, guys like Brooks Lennon, João Matinho, Mauricio Pineda. You can see a few of those guys here. But for me, for watching MLS, and one thing that is very important with the under-23 competition, actually looking at the price of Marco Farfan, that is incredible value for money on an under-23 defender. He's very solid. I might actually compare him to who I was actually had earmarked as my selection, because that's just incredible value, it really is. Kessler will still be U23 as well. He's one of the more dominant defenders in the league. John Tolkien is U23 as well, and John Tolkien is one of my favourite up-and-coming American players in the division because he's so multifunctional. These defenders that can play left back, right back, centre back, defensive mid. I've seen him playing left mid in a 3-5-2 as well, or, you know, left wing back in that kind of shape as well for the Red Bulls. So, like, guys like that, I'm always drawn to guys that are multifunctional, because in modern football that shows a lot of what the guy's made of. And number two, sorry, I beg your pardon, a lot of clubs highly value those assets. But for me, when I scroll through these under-23s, and I still don't see him yet, to be quite honest with you, so I don't know where he is in this little list we've got. There's one defender who I'm just like, yeah, that guy is great. He's going to have a great season, and as long as he doesn't get injured or something, I can play that guy every week and not really worry about, is he good enough? Can he do it? That kind of thing. And that is Julian Araujo. Now, Araujo is, along with Aaron Herrera, is the top 2 right backs in the league, probably, I would say, at this stage. Just breaking into the Mexico national team as well, and if he continues to get international utility as well, then this guy's utility on the platform is incredible. Now, he's 3 times the price of Farfan. Okay, now we'll come back and we'll check versus Farfan how his scores would do. Okay, but again, he's the number 1 right back for the Galaxy. He's looking to break into the Mexico team. He's still only 20. I think he's great. I think he's phenomenal. I think if he leaves America in the future, if he leaves MLS, he goes to a decent team and plays, you know. Now, there's a lot of great under-23 talent in MLS at the moment. The stars are, of course, guys like Santi Rodriguez, Thiago Almada. Even Frankie Amaya has had a really great start to the season, although he's kind of waning at the moment. But there's lots of great talent across the division, with guys like Leon Flack as well, Jose Cifuentes. Need to check when his birthday is, because I think he's been 23 for a while now. Seb Berhalter is a card I used to have. He's looking like he's got good promise. But for me, the guy that I watch who's got the most distinct elite talent, you know, and as I'm looking on screen now, I like Barreal, I like Brian Rodriguez a lot. I like Santiago Sosa. He's not 23, is he? Oh, Jesus, I thought he was way older than that. Nicolas Acevedo I've got a lot of time for, but for me, the one guy here that I think is the best calibre, he fits in nicely with Araujo, is our boy Efra Alvarez. Now, he's just been he's been breaking into the team, it feels like, the whole time I've been aware of him, but it feels like almost a nailed on starter. He starts like 80% of matches at this point, and whenever he does something, there's a real touch of class. And if you've been watching Greg Vanney and the Galaxy over the last little while, these guys are really itching, really close to bursting out. The forward position, again, you might be able to imagine where we're going with this, but the league has some fantastic options in under-23 forward options. Guys like Talis Magno, Jesus Ferreira is the apex predator forward in MLS under-23s because of his all-round game. Guys like Alan Velasco, Brandon Vasquez, some of these guys have had great starts to the year and have had great contributions. Thiago Andrade I'm a big fan of, Patrick Kamala, Polish Paddy I'm also a big fan of, but the guy who was making headlines in the last game week is Dejan Joveljic. Now, he signed for the Galaxy like last January or something like that, and he's been threatening to break into the team, and whenever he does get minutes he has looked good. I don't know if he's been struggling with some niggling injury or something. He obviously came in multiple decisive in one of the last game weeks, really showed his colours, and he was a great great player, and hopefully at the ripe age of 22 he is now going to be breaking in, and this play is kind of built around Joveljic really breaking through, because I think as a U23 forward at the moment, priced where he is at the moment, I think it's vastly undervalued. And then I'm filling this team out with Kevin Cabral. Now, before you say anything, I know he's not getting a lot of decisives recently. He is Mr. 40 at the moment. But if you actually watch Galaxy, he should be on So many decisives this year, it's incredible. Assists that get ruled out, wins a penalty gets missed, you know, big chances, he has missed a few of them. But the manager backs him, he plays all the time, he offers like so much to the team, and it really does feel like it's a matter of time before he gets a little hot purple patch and he starts getting some goals and assists or whatever. Now, I actually owned this whole outfield. I've still got Julian Araujo. I've just sold all the other cards just in a big move I've did in my gallery. But when I looked at these guys at limited level, I really couldn't believe how cheap you could get this full set for. Goalkeeper aside, he is mega premium, okay? But even if we went for like a budget option, like the Celentano, even if you think he's likely to hold his place for another little while, and let's try it with the Farfan as well. It doesn't make too much of a difference to the overall score. And then, yeah, with the savings, you could maybe throw in a Jesus Ferreira, Marco Farfan, kind of double play in amongst this two as well. And, you know, on historic scores, the one time Joveljic has performed, it would have done pretty well. The goalkeeper was stinking. But, you know, previous scores, predicting the future, only goes so far. As you can see here, like, Farfan's let the team down. Joveljic hasn't really been through the team. This play really kicks in. When you see the price of these U23 strikers, when they're playing and they're hot on form, they're 10x the price of Joveljic here. You know, so this is a real good, real cheap play, even if you were to go and get a powerhouse like Ferreira on top. But this team actually does a little bit better, to be honest with you, when it all comes in. Because they're all in the same team. So when you've got the Galaxy actually kicking out, and this whole team top to bottom is like, you know, the goalkeeper's the only thing with U23s with the bottleneck. But this whole outfield team costs an absolute pittance when it comes to U23 caliber cards that are like itching and bursting right about to break through. So if you're getting ready yourself for MLS rivalry week, or you're looking to just get into MLS in general, LA Galaxy are a really fun team to follow because they've got a lot of up and coming guys. They're one of the more stellar names as well, one of the more household names if you're outside the league. And even if you are in the league, they are one of the more, you know, for lack of a better terms, like traditional clubs of winning stuff, and they've got all the big superpower association, you know, so a success with LA Galaxy is always good for the division. And so many of these guys that we're talking about, they're all the guys we're talking about are under the age of 23, so they can only, you would imagine, get better and improve, you know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below of this LA Galaxy under 23 stack. Is it good value for money? What do you think? I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Let's get into all the giveaway stuff before I let you go. I'm still doing monthly giveaways and I'm making it easier to enter. If you want to be entered to win this month's prize or any future giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, you need to be a subscriber to enter, then leave a comment down below. Each month, a random comment from a random video will be selected as the winner, so the more videos you leave a comment on, the better the chance you've got of winning any of my giveaways. All the winners are announced at the end of videos the same way as we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. As always, guys, if you've enjoyed the video today, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. On screen now is some other stuff that I've made that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.